I'm Madhuri. I am 34 years old and I did my BTech in biotech. I was diagnosed with endometriosis when I was 29. I'm married. My husband is a software engineer and I have a daughter who is 10 years old. She's in fifth grade. She keeps me very busy. I'm a homemaker. I was diagnosed some 5 years back when I was 29 years old. The previous year when I was 28 years old, I was on IUD and started after I removed IUD, I started noticing some symptoms like stomach pain a lot during one day of my period. Like it would be there for some 2 to 3 days, and I used to like, okay, it's nothing, it's common. I used to feel like that, and suddenly it was like I used to think, okay, it would go away at one point of time. It didn't go away. Then my mom was like, okay, you should go and you should check it because you never had it before. Now if you have pain, then that means your body is telling you something. So I went ahead and checked with my doctor. She said there may be multiple reasons for the stomach cramps, but she didn't mention endometriosis because she was not sure what was causing it. She did a pap smear. I don't know what went wrong with the pap smear, but uh, when I came back home, my stomach was like, okay, it was paining. My stomach cramp increased like anything. And the next day, I had so bad like stomach pain, I threw up. That's when I was sent to ER and they did ultrasound and everything, and they diagnosed me with endometriosis, but they didn't know what stage I was in. So to know that, they had to do some laparoscopy. It was a diagnostic laparoscopy which was done 1 month later. No, I don't experience those severe cramps because I'm on Mirena right now. Mirena helped me a lot, and I was also on Dienogest, Lupron, Orilissa, and everything. All of those things help a lot in stomach cramps, and I'm also on diet right now, because of which my stomach cramps reduce like anything. I don't work, but I study a lot. I was preparing for my MS examination, and what I used to feel is I couldn't do anything, even if I had to study it at home. Because of stomach cramps, I couldn't study for those 3 days, and during ovulation those days also. The uncomfortness was always there, and with my age the symptoms of endometriosis grew. Like I started having left leg pain, pelvic pain, and yeah, and severe stomach cramps. I couldn't even wake up, and I never felt like, okay, I should do some work during those days, because of I used to feel lot of sleepy. It used to happen like that. uh, it must affect a lot when people are working, because they have deadlines and everything. I used to do Coursera work, and I used to miss some or other deadlines. Fertility is the biggest thing. We underwent all kind of alphabets in the fertility treatment: ICSI, IUI, IVF, FET, and everything. You name it. It was we went through it. It was horrible, like all those medicines and all those financial costs. They were very. They used to take very emotional toll on me. It was bad. Luckily, we are not thinking of anymore for pregnancy, so I'm good on that. It wasn't actually the thing is, I was immediately after my endometriosis diagnosis, I was immediately referred to a fertility doctor because we were at that time thinking of fertility. So I didn't do much research on endometriosis. Like whatever I could find, it was on Google search, which isn't sufficient. That's what I would say, because whatever they have, it's like traditional. But once I moved to India and I have been patient of Dr. Bindra, she suggested me to join in Nancy's Nook endometriosis. There, it's like information. There you have so much of information, and nowadays, whenever I see patients who are very well read about endometriosis, I feel like there should be more awareness in endometriosis, like for the coming patients or the future generation also. I won't say there is any there are any any psychological treatment for endometriosis, which it should have. Like there should be a lot of psychological treatment for endometriosis patients, because they go through a lot of pain and everything. It affects their emotional well-being. But I was really blessed because my doctor, he used to always monitor if I am being if I am being emotional, how well I am doing emotionally, because the drugs I was on, like Lupron and Orilissa, they both affect emotional capability. Even because of those medications, it affects your emotion, it affects you emotionally. And I didn't have any other endometriosis patients to talk to even, but he was there for me, and he used to always talk to me, okay, what are your problems and everything. So in that way it was good. But I always used to feel, okay, there are nobody to hear me out, or else there is nobody for me to talk to about my situation who could understand me very well. Because of your group, I got it. Thanks to you. The treatment options that I got was surgery. I got through every treatment, I guess, like possible in endometriosis. Like my journey is just 5 years old, but it went through everything. Fertility options I went through. The three main options that they give, either fertility option, the OCP option, like oral contraceptive pill option, or else Orilissa option, or Lupron also, and what else? They give surgery also. I have undergone all four of them. Even I had 2 surgeries. One is ablation and excision also. So it's a very big, very detailed journey for me. Yes, I was informed. In both the cases I was informed, in even in ablation and excision also. One thing I would mention here is that I was really blessed with very good doctors. So my first doctor, even if he is not well informed about endometriosis, he was an excellent abscission laparoscopy surgeon, and he used abscission process, but it was really good. And he told me about all the complications and everything before the surgery itself, like some 2 to 3 days before itself, he told me about all the complications. Similar with Dr. Bindra, when she performed excision surgery, she informed me about all the side effects and what should I expect from the surgery, and how long should I stay in the hospital, and everything. She mentioned everything. Of course, my family and my doctors. They are rock actually for me. It takes some time to get used to this disease. Even it got me some time to think, okay, it's fine being endometriosis patient, and I never let endometriosis dictate my life. Even if I used to be in pain, I used to go for some small walks and everything like that. I would suggest be active, there are so much information on Nancy Snook endometriosis and your website and everything. Try to mingle with other endometriosis patients. They may not suggest you the right advice, but they may at least hear you out what they have gone through and everything. But finding a right doctor is the key to endometriosis success. Like, if you have the right doctor, then now you half of your journey is complete with them. We are women with wings and we support each other in solidarity. My message is, please reach out to us. You are not alone, and I know it's very painful journey, the endometriosis, but we are there to help you and we support each other. That's the best thing about it. Some years back, if I wish I had this kind of support from some other women who faced the same thing. Plus, please reach out to us, and whatever you have, just let us know, and we are there to help you. Thank you.